Mrs. Janak. Born on March 23rd, 1933 in Shri Ganganagar, Rajasthan. That's where we are from. And their parents, Mr. Charandas Bahal and Mrs. Skuntala Devi Bahal. BG, when I say BG, I'm talking to Mrs. Softa, have 3 brothers and 2 sisters and about 30 to 40 cousins. Very, very big family. She married in 1950 at the age of 17 with Mr. Banarsi Das Softa. And on Arun's dad's side, they have 2 Tayajis, 2 Chachijis, and 3 Puajis. Unfortunately, Arun's father passed away in August of 1966 at a very young age. And after that, Mrs. Janak Softa became a teacher and moved to Shri Karanpur district, Shri Ganganagar, Rajasthan, where we belong. And she taught in a government girls' school since 1957. Her children, one of the daughters passed away late, Suroj Valla, Gurdarshan Kapoor, Indu Kataria, Rama Aneja, the youngest one, we call her Mukesh, and have 11 grandchildren and 11 great-grandchildren. So if we look at that, she lived a very fulfilled life. Our friend Arun was born in 1958, and all of us, most of us were there on his birthday a few months back. Arun was, after 3 sisters, being an only son. And I remember that because we were about 10-year-olds since we know each other, elementary school. And Arun being an only son on those days, BG was very protective of Arun. Even to the point that she will not let him play the professional any sport. The reason being she didn't want him to get hurt. So having that kind of life, protective life, he could have been very easily a spoiled child. Being a boy and only son, father passed away. But you all can witness with me, he turned to be a wonderful, fine gentleman. With him, Ambika, we talked about BG's memories for the last couple of days. She respected BG, loved her, stayed with her in thick and thin, and very, very close to that. Same goes for Manu and Sheen, both granddaughters. They dearly love BG, and they some of these people will share their own memories. One of Arun's best friends in India, Jeet Paltewana, and he sent his condolences from there. And we are all here to witness that. From Florida, Ajay Maan is one of the best friends as well. And from Sacramento, Bharat Sethi, and then all the people here from California, all the doctor friends. And having said that, I will start with some of our speakers. And first one I will call upon is a grandson, Dota Bhanu Bala.
Thank you to everyone for coming to share the last moments of my grandma. My name is Banu, and I am Janak Softa's oldest grandchild from a total of 11 that she had, and we used to call her BG. My beloved grandma passed away peacefully on Tuesday after her illness. She has been finally united in heaven with her husband and departed family. Being my last surviving grandparent, she had a special place in my life. My grandma was a unique personality. Even before there was social media, she had her own network. She had friends to go shopping with, another set of friends to take her to the Gurdwara, and another to smuggle her junk food. She loved to eat French fries because that was pretty much all the junk food she could eat being a vegetarian. My earliest memories of her are at the birth of my younger brother Amit, and when I was about 4, my mom asked her to give me a shower because I had not had one in days. She took me to the bathroom and started taking my clothes off. I kind of resisted, but she, in her stern voice, she said, "Main teri nani haan," meaning I'm your grandma. This line would be heard numerous times by me and my younger siblings and cousins. It was her way of showing that she was the boss. She would call you at odd times and would be upset if you didn't answer the phone or call her back. I still have a message or two in my voicemail in which she has been heard cussing at me. She had a strong and independent personality, possibly because she had lost her husband at a young age. And the responsibilities and the challenges that she had to face as a single parent for 5 children, and having to work at the same time, that kind of made her really resilient and independent. At the time her husband passed, my mom was only 17, and my youngest aunt was about, say, 5 years old. So what my grandma did was she went back to school. She became an elementary school teacher, and then she retired as the principal of the school. In the family, she was the go-to person for the whole family for advice. She may be gone, but she lives inside of the family that she has left behind today. I can never forget the food that she always cooked, especially her parathas and curry pakoda. Thanks to everyone that came into her life and touched her in any way or manner. And thank you for coming here to celebrate her life today.
BJ's health started going down since September of 2017. She have a sort of dementia and then having multiple strokes, I think is a part of the aging process. And on June 5th, Tuesday, about 5 o'clock, at Bakersfield Heart Hospital, Ambika beside her, Ambika's hand on her forehead. Ambika told me that she gave a last look at her and almost saying goodbye. And we're lucky and blessed that 2 cardiologists, Prakshit Sharma and Brajesh Bambi, was beside her bedside as well. And she passed away at age of 85. The next speaker is Bharat Sethi.
Good morning, friends. Arun and I have known each other for a long time. Since we were like 16, 17. I have also known Biji since then. And she never made me feel like any different than her own son. She also shared a special bond with my mom and made us feel like family. Whenever she was in US, she made sure that she called us every other week and just to stay in touch with us and just say like, "Ki hal hai bache, how's family?" And my late mother and her hung out together quite often when she was in Ganganagar. This is a tremendous loss indeed. It's said everybody dies, but not everybody lives. Biji was full of life, very cheerful. I know her, Ganganagar ke time. And in many aspects, she had to be independent. Her strength and wisdom truly inspired us. She was very compassionate, and her generosity knew no bounds. An epitome of love and care. She enjoyed small things in life, and I was fortunate to grow up close to her. I will always cherish the time spent with her. She will be deeply missed, for there is no replacement for such great soul. She gave us her best, and now it's time for her to rest. Rest in peace, PG. Thank you.
When I look back at the memories with BG, growing up, as you know, I had some rough edges, shararti, and sometimes too extreme, but she never ever judged us with our shararta and stuff, always welcomed. And never ever she showed any differently love and compassion than what she did for Arun. And that was the amazing thing what Bharat Sethi said. A very, very similar sentiments. Our next speaker is Arun Dugar. I don't see him. Is he here?
He's on his way.
Okay, all right. Well, so I will ask Mr. Brajesh Bambi.
Well, I've been very fortunate to be in BG's good graces for about 20 years. She showered her abundant love. Often I talk to Earl about the awe-inspiring journey this great lady had. Widowed at age 34, she raised 5 kids. To create those frameworks of love, discipline, and take all the kids to higher education is an incredible accomplishment in 60s. As a single mom, not only she raised the kids, she put the food on the table. That family has thrived. Manu and Sheen are here, but the reaches of the family are diverse across the board, from information technology to business to finance to science to medicine. She left a huge footprint on this earth. For that, we're greatly indebted. I was always marveled at her strength. That widow at age 34, she never complained. Not a whisper. Not a whisper. I would often go and visit BG, and I'll be greeted with a couple slaps in the face every time, dripping with love. आ गया हूँ ना? याद नहीं होती माँ तेनू? बैठ मेरे को आके थे. Soon as that I'll sit down with her, and I would be tired. My mind will be in the bottle. So I'm going to be a drink lama. So then I'll get over there and then Arun will say, so then she'll join in the joke too. And she was a fun lady. Every time I drove back from work, her love will beckon me to the house. But often I'll submit to the exhaustion, and with the twinge of guilt, just continue onwards to house. When the strokes happened, the physical frailties kicked in, and over time, the memory erased. The dignity and grace never subsided. It was always there. So strong, so graceful, such dignified woman. The same strength and grace that was abundantly evident in her life was there when she passed. As she crossed that bridge from mortal to eternal, she was the same woman. No complaint, no whisper, just a goodbye. But today we gather here to loudly proclaim our love for our mom, BG, and pray to Lord, grant her peace that she so deserves. As her love endures, we collectively pray for her peace, for her soul to rest in peace. Thank you.
So as Brajesh shared, she was only 34 when she lost her husband. And we are in that small town living there. We call her BG now. The whole city used to call her Kanji. And never ever anybody blinks. Like, they say it takes a village to raise a child. And that's exactly what she did nicely with all the 5 kids. And we played together. My sisters played with the Arun sisters. And it was an amazing, amazing memories with BG, and we will never forget that. Our next speaker is Sheen and Manu, the granddaughters.
Thank you everyone for coming to celebrate BG. I'm so sorry. Those of you that knew BG knew she loved everyone. She cared for everyone. Whether she could speak your language or not, she wanted to know about you. Those of you that knew my BG knew that she was not a quiet gal. She loved to laugh and make others laugh. She was a doer and a giver for everyone, always asking me if I needed anything, if she could make me anything, if she could do anything for me. मैं आपके लिए पराठा बना दूँ, मैं क्या करूँ आपके लिए? BG, I'm going to miss taking you to Payless Shoes or the Indian store, because those kind of things made your day. You were a simple woman. Whenever we would come home with bags and bags of fast food, she would go through them. She would want to see what's in there for her. One time, she accidentally ate a chicken sandwich. And we told her, Biji, aapke liye nahi hai, isme chicken hai, aap Radha Swami ho. And she was upset for a long time. My BG would be the first one to wish you a happy birthday, whether anyone else remembered your birthday or not, or any special occasions, anniversaries, anything. She would be the first one to wish you on your special day, because she would have everything in her diary, which I have now. She would come to me and give me a hug and a card in which she would always, every year, she would write, I love you too much. Not just I love you too much, like she loved me more than I even deserved. I'd be surprised, like, BG, where did you get this card? Kaun leke aaya aapke liye? Like, did you go to Walgreens by yourself and get this? She had a way for everything. Where there's a will, there's a way. She had somebody get it for her, obviously. With her connections, as Bhanu was talking about. Another thing is her kindness. She had the hugest heart I've ever witnessed. She went out of the way to feed the gardeners and the housekeepers their lunch. She would prepare fresh lunch for them all the time. That's what she loved doing. That was my BG. BG, you lived a beautiful life. You lived long enough to see your great grandkids, which is more than I can say for a lot of people out there. You are a lucky person. You live no less than a celebrity. Right now, I hope you're reunited with your late husband and daughter at the end of your journey, and me and Sheen hope that we will see your face at the end of ours. Thank you everyone for coming.
The day of BG's passing on June 5th, on Tuesday, Arun was in India celebrating his younger sister's son Panjay, the Vyasiga. And then, the family had to tell him that what happened right in the middle of the celebrations. It was unfortunate he was not here, but on the other side was very fortunate that he was with his sisters. They were all at the wedding. They grieved all together. They cried. And I think she was looking up to them that, wanted all the siblings to be together while she was gone. Arun Softa.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for coming here and sharing our grief. She was busy to, I think most of you, I can see the faces. She was, everybody called her busy, and I'm sure that everybody had some piece of her life, in their memory. So I thank you, everybody, for joining and in this family in this hour, and I really appreciate. And please join us for a small lunch at the Chiang Mai Mission. We will be going from after the cremation ceremony. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
So, BG lived a very fulfilled life. Children, grandchildren, sisters, brothers, and had a very good life. In India and in America, when she came in 1992, and then she was going back and forth. So, 85 years of life, lived well, and BG will remember you the rest of our life. Never forget that BG will always be part of our life. So once again, as Arun said, on behalf of Softa family, thank you for coming from far, from Canada, all over, America, and sincerely the family want to thank you, and they want you to join for a lunch to celebrate her life and share the memories. So I will request from the backside now, you can please start, do the viewing, come here, and then please out this door. So we will start from the lowest, start from the left side, yeah? Thank you.
So they're going this way, around? Okay, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, working. So, what's after that?
इसके बाद cremation है
Cremation, okay.
कोई lunch है